It'll fuck you up.
Yeah, the breathing part was the worst. Like I actually felt like out of breath for the good amount of 3 days.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was just like super out of shape, but when I had COVID, I fucking like was struggling to like get up to go to the bathroom without fucking being like winded and like keeled
Dude.
over.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck. Like, so the other night, like we had emptied like the night that I had tested myself and like started. I was like, dude, this something's wrong. Like, and we positive. So Thursday night, so I went downstairs and we had just emptied like all the food out of the fridge, you know, like the old food, and like because I was taking the trash out.
Yeah.
And I had like tied the fucking bag and like, dude, I looked at the bag and I looked at the door and I just couldn't do it. Like I literally like I waited to the next morning, and like it's such a trashy thing to do, but it was just like I would have rather just risked the kitchen stinking for like an hour or two the next day than to like go outside and
Oh,
do that.
absolutely. Oh,
It's like, fuck
fucking
that.
dude. No, it's like every hill looks like a mountain when you're on COVID. It's just like there's no relief.
You had it, Jack?
Oh, I fucking had
Yeah,
it
he said
bad.
it.
Like I had in like 2021 in December. So last year December, and I got it fucking gnarly. Like I was out of work for like a week, and I didn't really feel right until like about day 10. I was like, okay, I'm starting to feel like myself again. So
Yeah,
I got
see, that's
I was double vaxxed up. So
same here. So
I mean, I wasn't gonna be like a fucking dweeb and get like a third or fourth dose, like I'm some kind of cuck
Yeah,
or
like one of
something.
them
But
fucking
I did it
queens.
because there was an emergency, you know. Like, but after that, I'm like, you're selling snake oil. I was like, you know, I'm not putting that shit in my blood. You're trying to do five now, six.
Yeah, dude, we get the fuck
Six
out of here.
shots.
And the sixth one's just to cancel the other five. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like it's
Yeah,
like
maybe I should be
fuck.
taking these. Otherwise, they're like, oh, dude, he took the 2 without the third. Fuck.
They're like, dude, then we got to start it. We got to give them the fifth one, the sixth one to start over, and then the seventh one is shot one.
Dude,
Yeah,
they're like giving now the NSA is involved, and they're fucking doing targeted ads towards people who only got 2 shots, and they're like, you need to get life insurance right the fuck now. Like, trust me, bud. Like, you do not want to leave your family.
fucking, we're adding up the shots, and it doesn't add it. It doesn't equal out. So fucking yeah.
Oh my god. Well, this episode's gonna get pulled.
Yeah, or it's gonna have that CDC note like at the bottom,
Yeah,
like
the
we
cute
have to
little
have the
Facebook
recommended.
tag.
Yeah.
Beware of misinformation.
Beware of misinformation.
Because Jack only wants 2 barrels of the shotgun.
Bro, but we fucking straight up, but I fucking Kurt Cobain both barrels of that motherfucker, and I still fucking, you know, felt like, so I'd hate to be like, well, Pepper was like, good, because, you know, I'm not really in shape, and Pepper texted me, was like, good thing you're not 70. I'm like, dude, if I wasn't 70 years old, I would be dead. Like don't think I'm making that.
I think what you just said though before that was my favorite part of the entire pandemic was when like when COVID first broke. If you guys remember, like Facebook, it was just all like fucking like those little stickers at the bottom of like all the posts. It's like COVID-19 misinformation. Like click here for a CDC link. We'll teach you all how to break it down. We'll get through this together. It got so bad at one point that like every single Fox News thing, they just couldn't like filter on like the website. So there's like fucking every story gets the CDC tag. So it's like little kid in Delaware fucking helped build he built a boxcar derby thing with his father. And it's like CDC says COVID vaccine's a real thing. Like it won't kill you. Please.
I'm pretty sure like all Rogan episodes have the CDC thing.
They're
or like
we don't know.
Spotify put that on there.
Yeah, I think Spotify or like just like or maybe it's when he puts the YouTube, but I'm pretty sure like a lot of his shit has that little like, yeah, like you might hear some bullshit in this. Like we don't support it.
He just invites a lot of free thinkers onto his show.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
That's all it is. It's America.
You know, you guys know me. It's hard. It's hard not to be the conspiracy theory guy in almost every scenario. You know.
Yeah, well, so we have one today. So, but before we get into any of like that, I mean, how are we doing though? Let's other than me dying of COVID since Wednesday of last week, how are you two doing? Because I have been removed from the world.
Can I just say the Titans have won 4 straight fucking games.
Dude, and you're getting a Top Golf, so it's
we're getting a fucking Top Golf stadium, dude. Top Golf better be the sponsor of that shit.
I'm not gonna lie though, like all jokes aside, like the other angles of that stadium, fuck. Like,
Oh yeah.
that thing is sick.
It's just, I mean, it's just unfortunate we share the same color as, and you can't do the same blue without looking like a Topgolf. So
Right,
they'll figure it out because we're two-tone blue, so they'll do like
but it's so dope.
Two color, yeah, but it is dope. Titans getting a new stadium, which means we're gonna get the college football playoff. We're gonna get the fucking Super Bowl,
which is so weird because it's only 20. Is Nassau Stadium really only 25 years old?
Yeah, dude. No, they built it when the Titans came, and the Titans came like 97, 98.
So it's like it's so wild because like you got to be thinking like, so somebody said today, like in contrast, like I think they said we're 19 years into the new Busch Stadium, or is it 16 or 17 years into the
2006 was the inaugural season for Busch.
Yeah, so it's
Busch, so it's,
you know, so
it's 16 years.
16 years. So it's like, damn, like that's, and you'd think in 9, could you imagine in 9 years St. Louis is like, get this the fuck out of here?
No, well, so the whole thing about the old Nissan Stadium is it's absolutely like a relic of the 90s, and it's made of solid concrete, and it's just switchbacks, cheap done made.
Dude, driving by it, you're just like, it's hard to look at, but it looks vintage.
It looks like a roller coaster because like it's all like red, like fucking like metal that's just randomly placed around it. And so, long story short, though, the stat that I heard about Nissan Stadium and why they're going to replace it, and this is fucking nuts. They imagine the weight of Nissan Stadium, which is unfathomable to think about, but just imagine how much it weighs, right? Okay. They have to add that 20% of the total weight of the entire stadium every year in concrete to reinforce the fucking stadium to keep it from falling down. Because it's dude,
it's so fall right into the fucking river.
So let me say that again. Every year they're adding 25% of the weight back to the building in concrete just to keep this motherfucker from collapsing.
Dude, 20 years from now it's gonna be Megatron. Like it's literally just gonna be like,
it's gonna just be a big giant ball of concrete. It's gonna be like people are gonna come from near and far to fucking come and worship it.
We're gonna be chipping off that shit for a while.
But yeah, no, you guys can, if you're watching this podcast, you can see this is the Topgolf Stadium, but it is dope.
Yeah, I saw like a lot of the other angles of like it and like the inside and shit, and it, dude, it fucks. Like,
I mean, are you cool with the idea of a domed stadium?
Oh, I'm happy. Yeah, dude.
Well, it's got the retractable, right? So I mean, obviously, so I mean, it would be for most games. I would assume it would be open, right?
I'd be happy with it.
There's just something right about games being played in the elements, and even if the weather is not,
and you can play, you can play it with retractable.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Yeah, I on that note, if Cleveland, if Cleveland ever gets they need a fucking, I would be a huge fan of them getting a dome, or right, like even the Indians or the Guardians, because it's like there are so many fucking rain delays every year in a Guardians year. They have so many rain out. I mean, shit, even in the playoffs this year, so it's like they just deal with so many rain delays, so many reschedules. I'd love to know how many double headers they played compared to like a lot of the other, it's just because it's cool and the elements are cool, but like
in the wind point, at First Energy is like famous.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things where it's like it would be cool to have the option to close the fucking roof. Like just
as long as it's optional, I guess.
Yeah.
So the only thing I don't like about Titans Stadium now is that it's 100% guaranteed now. Apparently, it's gonna be turf. So yeah, I don't like turf. Turf's a lot of injuries. Turf means
a lot of injuries, dude.
Yeah. Turf means no bueno for the Titans. So,
dude, they look good though. I mean, fuck. So are they in what are they in?
They're first in the fucking worst division in football. I went back and I listened to our fucking AFC South podcast episode because I just wanted to revel in how fucking Nostradamus like I was, and fucking ended up.
You sure were.
And ended up calling out that the Colts sucked ass and everybody was sucking their dick and riding them for no fucking reason. And basically,
were we dick riding on the Colts, or were we just dick riding fucking Jonathan Taylor?
Well, I'm pretty sure I know Pep and Andrew and I were pretty we were pretty convinced
stoked
that
on Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan was going to be good for them and good for Jonathan Taylor. I mean, but I don't think anybody, even if you saw them sucking, I don't think anybody saw him being retired and being replaced by Sam Ellinger or
Week
whatever the
8.
fuck this guy is, week 8. Who this guy might have the biggest dick in the world. We don't know. I've never even heard this fucking guy. Is he a rookie? Like, did he get
He's from
drafted
Texas.
this year?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
last year. Maybe.
Last year. So has he been in the? I just don't even know who he is. So I don't know if like he's somebody who's been sitting there for a year or two, or
Colts fans have been talking about him for a while. So I'm interested now that we've already played both of our games versus them. Also, I don't want to jinx us, but I also said the Titans wouldn't lose a game in the division, and so far they fucking haven't. So, and also I said that the Colts were going to lose to the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville for like the 8th year in a row, and fucking happened. So
yeah, no, you're definitely, dude. Yeah, you have been probably
just that division. I watched that division of football. Everything else was fucking.
I forget
trash.
what happened.
I'm never going to listen to those episodes, and I'm going to pretend they never happened.
You probably were, but you have more of a logical. See, like I'm more emotional, obviously, and I think Stuart walks outside. I think Stuart sticks his finger in the air sometimes and figure out what direction the wind's blowing, and then and rides the wind sometimes. And you're like Ben Stiller in Along Came. Was it Along Came Polly? Where I think I mentioned this a couple weeks ago, like where he like weighs the fucking. He tries to figure out how percentage wise dangerous things are. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I feel like that's how you
the actuator or whatever.
Yeah. I feel like you had the numbers. You're like, dude, I don't care if the Colts have God. You're like, they're not going into fucking Jacksonville and beating the Jaguars. Like, it's just not happening.
Yeah,
and
dude.
Sure as shit.
And I just like the chaos.
Well, Stewart almost could have had something. Well, Sammy Watkins, he fucked up there. But he may and for a second the Jacksonville pick didn't look too bad, but I think the last couple of weeks they've kind of
settled back down.
Yeah, 2-5.
I would be really interested to see what we had said about the fucking Giants. Now that they're at 6-1,
well, I think we all picked the Eagles.
We probably shit all over.
Yeah. I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure we did.
I probably said Saquon should retire. Like at this point,
I think we all picked the Eagles. I think Dallas was everybody's second pick. I think that was.
Yeah, we said it was a 2-division race for sure.
But I mean, look, fuck, everyone in the division looks good besides Washington. I mean,
and they're not terrible.
Now they got a good quarterback.
Yeah, Heineke is probably who should have been their quarterback anyway.
I mean, he fucking took them to the playoffs and faced Tom Brady and nearly beat him in the playoffs when they were the football. No, was that 2 years ago? I think that was 2 years ago. But anyway, he almost beat Tom Brady in the playoffs. So yeah, why the fuck do you go to Carson Wentz?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think what else. So what else is happening in football this week? I'm trying to think of anything else exciting happen. I was trying I had something.
Mac Jones.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. Last night on fucking Monday Night Football, we watched Mac Jones literally which I mean, I don't know. Bailey Zappi did look really good those first 2 drives, and then kind of just obviously just shit the bed from there on out. But like, that was pretty sad. I mean, the man got fired kind of temporarily.
Belichick said that it was in the game plan all along.
Yeah,
to split some snaps. So
I
don't
that.
know.
But I think he also said we were going to see both of them in the second half. And did we ever see Mac Jones in the second half? Like, no. Did that ever happen? Because I remember him saying like you'll see Mac in the second half, and it's like, yeah, stand on the goddamn sideline. but props to that guy, for being the Bailey Zappi threw got those 2 touchdown drives, and when he threw the touchdown pass, he was the first guy on the field to like congratulate the kid. So good shit on that. But yeah, can't believe it. When you get stomped by the Bears, you better do something.
That game saved a lot of Bears fans from killing themselves.
Yeah, Jack knows like half of them.
Yeah, I know. They're half of them in our fantasy league. So
I say half of them are in our other. Yeah, so I literally play with with White Sox fan. That's why when I found out that Adele was a White Sox fan, it just like hurt me like a little deeper, because it's just.
I thought Adele was like. Smart.
Well, he's diehard, very very diehard Cardinals. I mean, like,
I fuck with White Sox people because we both hate the Cubs, and I don't have the Cleveland thing. So
yeah, see, so I'm in the bad thing where like the Cardinals, their rivals, the Cubs, and then you get to the Guardians, and they don't like Chicago at all either. So it's like they got the White Sox and
Gotta double
And,
down on the fucking.
I just fucking hate them, dude. Like, but to me, I've always thought White Sox fans are like Raiders fans. Like, I feel like they're the people who would like reach under their seat and peel gum off of it and chew it, you know. But it is what it is. I respect them, kinda. No, I don't. Fuck the White Sox.
No, we don't have to respect them.
But the Bears, hey, I have nothing against the Bears. So I'm happy for all of those same people that root for the White Sox. I am happy that Justin Fields shows a little life. I've been a Justin Field fan though, so I've always said that I thought he was going to be semi all right. But
Jury's
I don't
still
know,
out
man.
here.
Yeah, I'm not bought in on anything about a Bears offense.
I finally bought in on Jalen Hurts. Give me time with fucking Justin Fields.
dude, I told everyone Jalen Hurts was coming. Nobody wanted to listen. I wasn't
I know
riding
that
it like Matthew
this
Berry.
was the year
but,
he had to prove it, and so far, so good.
Dude, he's about to come back this week, and I'm pretty sure they play. Who do they play? I forget who they play. Do they play Dallas this week? No. Who do they play?
All I know is that I'm starting his ass again.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I saw something today that was like, who's the best team? Like, who is the most impressive team coming out of the NFC East? And it's like, well, obviously, like the team with no losses, but it's like the reason that the Giants have that loss is,
Pittsburgh.
oh yeah, they play Pittsburgh.
They're gonna steamroll that Pittsburgh secondary.
Oof. Yeah, ugly. Well, before we move on to football, I guess we're gonna get into the. I know we got a lot of Kanye shit pulled up here because he just keeps fucking up, and we got news with the Adidas and stuff today. But on the football front, AD and Jaylen Brown from the Boston Celtics in the NBA, they both just left Kanye West's thing. I guess he's agency.
Damn.
Right off the bat, dude, he had 2 studs. That's a big fuck up.
Was that like his first signing? Like, it was like a big signing.
Yeah, well, him and Jaylen Brown, like I think did the same time. But fucking AD, like he's like who got AD that contract. I'm pretty sure, like,
right,
the fat boy deal. I don't know. That's wild.
Hell yeah! So everybody's leaving. He loses.
Well, he had
2 big stars on his agency, and then also Adidas finally dropped the fucking shoe. Forbes said that he's not a billionaire anymore.
Yeah,
I guess all this shit's liquid. So
I'm thinking that these guys are probably looking for an agent, and I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say that they might even sign a Jewish agent. So
just out of spite, just to make a point.
I mean, at this point, if they don't sign a Jewish agent, they're gonna look like they're like what if they?
Dude,
who are they gonna sign with? Yeah, I mean, at that point, you're like, yeah, he's in the spotlight right now, and I don't want to be getting ridiculed by also like I stand by my boy. So yeah, they're gonna be getting signed up, and making some good money
for sure.
Damn, Kanye.
What's he gonna do next, dude? I mean, the Taylor Swift thing happened, and everyone's like, okay, he's an asshole. But then he dropped a fucking great album. I don't know if he's got to drop the best album in order for us to be like, okay, we're cool.
Yeah, I just don't think Kanye is like
he's not focusing on that anymore.
They're just gonna black him out, and just like he I mean, I don't know. I can't imagine that he's not gonna get like shadow banned on everything. I mean, he's already banned off every network, so like, where is he gonna get his message out? Really, he might
fucking Parler.
He might have to sweep down to fucking do podcast with us. It'll be like me,
dude. How sick would that be,
dude? It'll be like us.
You have an invitation,
Kanye.
It'll be like us 3, Candace Owens, and fucking Kanye West just shooting the shit.
Look, Kanye, we will fucking sell out. Like Jack is not really, Jack's just here to party. Stuart and I are a little bit more heavy on like we're here to be on the right side of things, and we give a we love
the culture.
Yeah, we love the culture. Jack's just here to party. Jack doesn't get super serious about shit, but we will get super serious. Like we will all flip, but we will all sell out for a Kanye.
We'll
like if you want to come here,
Kanye.
We'll be your guy. We'll be the platform. We'll be you want to bring Candace on here. You want to fucking You want me to wear? I don't know if I'll wear the White Lives Matter shirt. That's probably where I draw a line. You're not gonna get me in a White Lives Matter shirt.
No.
That's a little too fucked up. But Kanye, buy the network, big dog.
Dude, it's all for the taking. I mean, I would probably do it for a pair of Yeezys at this point. But yeah,
The resale value on them, some bitches.
dude,
I heard the
people are
fucking people were shit. All this shit's going on clearance everywhere.
Snatch it up, dude, and sell
Dude,
it
you're
for a
gonna-
mint in about 5 years.
get the swastika customs on those fucking Yeezys. Just fucking
The Swazis.
the Swazi. That's what
Dude, have
Kanye's gonna come out with a whole new line. And be like, you know what? I'm taking the swastika back, and this is my symbol now. And he's just gonna
like,
put everybody's just gonna
damn,
be
bro.
That's what he meant by DeathCon. Like he
yeah,
fucking
exactly.
yeah. So
Get ready for the
What-
DEFCON ones.
have you ever owned a pair of Yeezys?
I don't fuck. Do
Nah.
you think I buy shoes that are over $100?
But I think you would find. I feel like if anybody was to find some like walking into a fucking like Goodwill, you know, like it'd be you because you thrift hard, or at least you did back in those days. I don't know.
Yeah, but secondhand Yeezys. Come on, brother. Come on. You think those are ending up at the thrift store? Those are selling
Bro,
on eBay for
bro,
like
StockX.
50 bucks.
You
Yeah, they're on
might.
StockX.
You
You gotta
might-
get
hey,
hip,
I'm just
dude.
saying,
Nobody's giving away those Yeezys. I'll tell you that.
Hey, I just didn't know. I've never had
in
them on my
size
feet.
12s, in size 12s, you're out of
Forget
your
about
mind. You're out of
it.
your mind.
Dude. Pardon me, but hey, you might now. You might get them now.
I mean,
They might be
dude.
there now.
I love
be-
I love the Adidas, but yeah, I could not possibly buy. I hate Yeezys. They're the ugliest shoes.
Yeah, I there are a lot of people boycotting Adidas, and like I wasn't gonna do it.
Hell no, I gave them too much of my money.
Yeah, I was wearing Adidas track pants earlier, so
Dude, I hope to
know.
God nobody from New Balance says anything anti-Semitic because I really love my shoes.
you rocking
What are-
them new Kawhi Leonards? You rocking your Kawhis?
I'm rocking the Autist 3000s, fucking
Yeah.
Kawhi,
Rocking the
Kawhi
fucking Larry
Leonards,
Davids.
fucking right. Yeah, dude.
The fucking Mercy Hospital 8s, dude. Let's
Fucking
go.
right, dude.
The Michael
Yeah.
Rappaports.
Yeah, my shoes like look. They just say he pays his taxes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious.
on
That's-
time. It
on
doesn't
early.
It doesn't ask for an extension.
Yeah, dude. He has that shit. He has that shit budgeted out 2 months in advance. It sits on his coffee table on a little paper clip.
And
Just
he already
says-
knows what he's spending the return on.
Yeah.
A fucking new lawnmower.
or not even that, just a new chain to fix the old one because you already know the new one isn't gonna run like the old one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just
So
needs a new
it's-
pull chain.
You just need a new pull chain, daddy.
Save some money.
Save some fucking money, dude.
So
So what else
I
is
would-
going on?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know what I read just before we got on?
Dude, lay it
it's
on me.
It's the 21st anniversary of something, and it's
Oh,
it's a sad moment in American history.
9/11.
Nope, that's not September 11th. So,
It's fucking October 25th.
but it is actually related to 9/11. 21 years ago today, the Patriot Act was signed into fucking legislation.
Dude, so we all just got we all got that much less free.
They were like, so these dudes crashed these buildings into the World Trade Center and the Pentagon. So you guys now all have to fucking lose all your dignity at the airport and
Yeah,
fucking.
where are those guys from?
Get Kanye
Arabia?
off my- can we
America.
get-
You're fucking give it up.
Get Kanye off my screen.
Oh,
Dude, Dude, you
I'm
think
tired
what we
looking at him?
you think what we do now is bad? It's probably fucking like right after 9/11, they probably made you fucking crab walk through the metal detector and shit, like spread your cheeks and fucking everything, like absolutely everything.
I don't think because I remember flying after 9/11. It wasn't that bad. I think what really fucked it up was that shoe bomb dude.
The shoe bomb
was-
guy.
Yeah, he fucked up.
That
dude.
guy ruined it. Like
And he
double.
didn't even do it. Like he didn't even make it. Like
No, his
it was
like
just
the
so
fuse was like wet.
unsuccessful.
The
Yeah,
fuse was
dude.
like wet or something. He was like trying to light it, and then he
What a
was like, they
fucking
kept seeing him
puss.
trying to fucking. They beat his ass.
Yeah, dude, pussy.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah,
I
so
think
so
he's
the
still in Gitmo.
so the Patriot Act gets signed, and then it kind of leads. There's kind of like a snowball effect. The NSA kind of grows, and everybody knows, the Alexas in your house are all NSA connected. I mean, we can get into the conspiracy theories, but let's just say that the Patriot Act was a really bad thing for America. I remember that was like a classic. Like, I think that was in fucking Loose Change. They were already like on top of like, this is the end of our fucking lives. They can send you to court and detain you without a warrant. Like, for indefinitely, and
like
all the
literally
right,
all they have
and
to
all
do
the
is
right wingers were like, Obama's going to use this on us and send us all to Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah,
and that's what.
Nope, he just bombed schools.
They literally just said, "Oh, we think as long as we think you're a terrorist, we will fist you up to our elbows." Like,
And then those pictures came out, and we were just like torturing people, fucking like walking them,
the pile of people naked.
Doing elephant walks and shit. And then, of course, the Chelsea Manning and WikiLeaks thing kind of, against showed a lot of that with Edward Snowden too. WikiLeaks. What's up? Snowden's still in Russia.
Dude, how long until he's conscripted?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably fucking like next week. He's
like, we're running out of dudes. Fucking Snowden, you're up, dude. Put on a fucking jacket and head to Ukraine.
That must be like the fucking weirdest. Like, that guy, like, how would you keep yourself alive? You always have to like tease a carrot to the Russian government, be like, yeah, I still haven't told you the full story, so you can't fucking kill me now. Like, you know what I mean?
He's kind of like,
or do you think he just runs
here's the thing. I think that they just know it's such a thorn in our ass that they love that they're going to keep him there. Like, I think
they pay him, like, he has like a salary. He gets government money.
Right. Yeah.
To stay there to be like, here's our trophy.
Yeah, but they're fucking.
That's
rubles.
what I mean. Like that's all it is. That's what I mean, though. It's a trophy. Like it's not like a. It's more of like a haha to fuck. It's like a fuck you to us. Like we've got this guy here.
Brittany Griner.
Yeah.
Get Snowden.
Yeah. Dude. Fucking. You're not getting Eddie. You're not getting Eddie Snow Daddy. You know what I'm saying, dude? Like, it's fucking. And who's the other one? Oh, Julian Assange. Where's that fucking weirdo at? Is he in jail?
He's in England. And there was a report that came out this week that it was like a CIA memo or a plan came out, and it was like verified apparently that like the U.S. government made a plan to fucking kill Julian Assange like in the street while he was like switching embassies.
I heard that he like doesn't like. I heard he like takes zero care of himself nowadays. Like his self hygiene is terrible, and like he doesn't.
Is he paranoid?
Like, I'm pretty sure that he just does this as it's like his way. It's just like he's rebelling basically. It's just like him being a fucking.
He turned into a crust punk.
He just kind of.
He's a crusty.
Well, he just like he just doesn't fucking. He just lets his living space get dirty, and like he just fucking apparently like doesn't. He doesn't like shave or cut his hair or anything. I don't know.
They probably MK Ultra'd him, dude. Just fucking gave him like a bunch of fucking drugs and psychedelics and just ruined his brain. And now that's what he's like. And they're like, oh, I don't know why he's not talking anymore.
I think
it's because you've been slipping acid into his water for the last.
I think that's what,
years.
Dude. That's part. I think Kanye got MK Ultra. If you want to really talk about it, I think Kanye.
Whoa, that's a great conspiracy theory. I like that.
I do. He's always said that. Like, if you go back, he always said that when he got locked up initially, he was forced to take these medications that made him feel not like look into Kanye. Like, there's videos of him talking about it where he's like, I got fucking medicated. He goes, I went from taking no pills a day to fucking 14 pills a day. He goes, what the fuck did they have me on? Like, that's like part of what Kanye says he's gone nuts. So I just had this conversation with somebody.
So was one of those pills the red pill?
Dude, I don't know, but like it's fucking wild. But like that's part of like what I think that he here's the thing. I think Kanye West is like Alex Jones, where Alex Jones has been, when you strip all the bullshit away, he has been right about a lot of things, but nobody gives him credit because of all the other shit that he does, the unnecessary dumb shit. Like, he's so like he goes like the Sandy Hook shit. He goes so off the wall with shit that isn't real that he gets no credit for for the things he is right about, because he's so easy to discredit. They're like, yeah, okay, cool, he was right about these few things that are big deals, but look at all this unnecessary dumb shit that he did on top of that we can just point to say Alex Jones is a fucking nutbag. I think Kanye is the same way. I think Kanye, when he first started out, I think Kanye said a lot of things that made a lot of sense about the
George
state of
Bush
things.
Doesn't care about black people.
Right. I think he had a lot of real things to say, and I think he makes and I think even nowadays, some of the things, like when obviously the anti-Semitic shit is fucked. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. But he goes too far. But he's right about all these big companies not caring about people. He is right about how we need to take things for ourselves, and build the black community needs to make things for themselves and take them back, and owning your masters when it comes to fucking music. Like, he knows what he's fucking talking about. But no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I just think that it's like a microcosm of the conspiracy crowd as a whole, where it's like I think we mentioned like a week or two ago, it's like, remember when like conspiracy theories were like kind of like fun, and now it's not fun anymore because like people just got too like too into it, to where everything's a conspiracy thing now, and now there's just this paranoia and this feeling that I'm right, and there's a community online that echoes your sentiment. Back in the day, if you said some crazy shit, the whole community go, we need to get this guy the fuck out of here. But now you can log in to like Reddit, and then there's going to be at least a couple people in the world that go, I agree with your fucking crazy shit. Now you feel validated, and now you feel like you know something that everyone else doesn't know. Now you're smarter than everyone, and now you have a god complex.
Yeah, and it sucks because those are the people that unfortunately show their ass in this situation. Like, now you've got those people who are like lining up on freeways saying Kanye's right about the Jews and shit like that.
And
it's
Zeke
like,
Highland on the highway.
Yeah, and it's just like, and that's kind of like what I had this saying in this conversation. It's like, he is never gonna get the validation he's looking for because of the stupid shit that he doesn't need to do this for attention. Now he does, because he's fucking losing it. He's about to lose every platform and every avenue of anything. But like, it's this desperate thirst for attention, and like needing that to be front and center, that you end up going too far and you say stupid shit. And like, who, yeah, I mean, when you got Ice Cube having to come out and go, bro, leave me the fuck out of this anti-Semitic shit, it's like, yeah.
Cube had to say something.
Cube had to come out because, he was basically being like tagged into all this, because I don't know if Kanye said something, like name dropped him. He said like, this is how you treated Cube, or somehow his name got dropped. But he was like, bro, I've been telling you motherfuckers for 25 years and I'm not anti-Semitic. Leave me the fuck out of this. Like dude, like
that's like not the fucking he wanted to catch there, but fucking.
But that's how I feel about it. Like, I feel that.
So to kind of round out, that the Patriot Act and Kanye West and round this idea out. So the funny idea, is that, everybody, and Stuart, you just mentioned it. The Kanye West, his first big like controversial thing was the George Bush doesn't care about black people. Remember when he was sitting next to fucking Mike Myers, fucking Austin Powers, and on a fucking Live Aid shit. And I was thinking about that statement, George Bush doesn't care about black people. And I would love to tell Kanye, you should be very happy that George Bush didn't care about black people, because he really gave a fuck about brown people, and he fucking annihilated every single one of them in the Middle East.
He picked wars with motherfuckers that had nothing to do with the
bro. He was just throwing. Yeah, be happy that he didn't care about black people. Just leave it at that. Fucking right. If he cared about you, you were getting Dick Cheney on the end of a fucking cruise missile. To your fucking to your wedding, to your fucking school, to all that shit. So fucking, I don't know where that thought was going, but that was
good point.
But Kanye West and then MK Ultra, yeah, I could see it though. I mean, I love a good conspiracy. You didn't even need to tell me any of the details, and I was like, yep, I know, I get it,
dude. But that's how I'm telling you. That's how that is a real. And I've always thought that, like, you got to look into that more. Like, he really fucking has been like preaching that and now he's just too gone. Like, he's too far gone. Like, now he's doing the shit that like you can't get behind unless you're just fucked in the head. Like, it's just like, but there's those people.
The stuff you can't get behind unless you are married to Sandra Bullock for about a day or a year. What was that Jesse James dude? He was a fucking biker with Nazi tattoos.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, everybody forgets that Sandra Bullock dated a Nazi with like biker Nazi.
Didn't
And
he?
she was
He also
and she
dated
was cool with it.
Kat Von D, right? And she ended up being anti-Semitic.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Who else is anti-Semitic in Hollywood? Mel Gibson. He made Passion.
he made his opinions abundantly known.
He made the movie Passion of the Christ, and as fucking Bob Saget would say, they made every Jew look like Jonathan Lovitz, like in that movie. But yeah, there's
I've never seen it.
There, I
I
mean,
never
You
watched
like
bro,
you like torture porn? It's
I
great.
never. I
it's
refused to watch it. I just thought it was
yeah,
no,
it's-
thank you.
That movie is smut, dude. I swear to God.
yeah.
I just
and-
never liked Mel Gibson either. I think
And Mel Gibson
makes me
like
wanna-
wanted to do it all originally, like no English, just to. But I don't know. I just think that idea. Didn't he do that in like a Apocalypto or whatever?
Yeah, and the studio was like, "We're not going to fund the movie if you do that." And he's like, "Fuck it, I'll put my own." So he produced the film himself, and he made a lot of money.
Dude, he fucking knew where that money was made. He just fucking was like, I'm dropping the new smut Jesus film on Easter. Buy it now.
Is Apocalyptico? That movie's fucking bomb too.
Yeah,
That movie goes hard.
Who else is a anti-Semite in Hollywood? There's probably still a couple hanging around.
Oh,
Probably some of the older guys.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you write a movie and your character calls a kid an egg roll, like that came from somewhere, you know.
I think Stu and I were joking about it. That's when Clint Eastwood didn't even know the fucking cameras were rolling. Like
they just turned it on.
Yeah, they just turned it on, and they're like, yeah. And Clint Eastwood just was letting it shoot from the fucking hip.
Yeah, like keep going. This is gold.
He goes, what? Dude, that was like, yeah. There's a lot of guys like that. Shame on you. We are a pro, even though I might not look like it. We are a pro Jew podcast. I say that because I look like an Aryan youth. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I was born this way.
Yeah, dude, but a strict Aryan youth wouldn't care about the way the front of his hair looks as much as you did. I think,
dude, I can't get it to fall right today.
Bro,
I need to get a haircut.
Bro,
I can't get
the last episode you had a fall problem.
No, it's because
I think you got too long.
I'm just
dude.
too lazy to get a haircut. I came back.
Get it
I went to
clipped.
I went to St. Louis this weekend, and I was gonna visit my friend Nick, but I couldn't get a haircut in Nashville, and it just fucking
Dude, slick it back and tuck it underneath the old.
I need a hat.
Bombers.
I need a hat.
Yeah, where's the Saints hat? They're doing a
Saints hat's been missing for a minute.
You lost it?
It's like it's like
what
in
is
my
the
car.
background today? Is that Nashville, downtown Nashville?
No, that's Dealey Plaza.
No, that's the school book depository.
That's the Texas School Book Depository where Lee Harvey Oswald.
Oh yeah, I see that now.
Lee Harvey really didn't do anything. I could get into that.
Have you ever been there?
No.
What's that?
Have you ever been to Dealey Plaza in Dallas?
I have not.
It's kind of morbid. I went there, I don't know, like 15 years ago, and there's an X in the street, and obviously it's still like a major street in downtown Dallas. So people are like waiting for cars to clear so that they can run out in the middle of the street. There's an X this is where President Kennedy's head got fucking blown up, and like they'll stand out there to be like photo op. I want to stand.
Did you get a
where the
picture?
president... No, because I thought it was so fucking weird that people were like, I'm standing where Kennedy's head exploded like a pumpkin. I just looked at it and went, neat.
Dude, I definitely would have gotten a photo there.
You've been like in front, like,
fuck yeah, dude. I mean,
Dude,
absolutely.
I want to get a photo from the fucking depository.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want one from the window. I want from the window. I want one from all angles, from all where every FBI agent shot him or CIA agent shot him that day. I want one from all. Like what? How many times do you think he was hit, Jack?
He would. I mean, there was no less than a team of 6 working in the.
Is it SEAL team? You think it was SEAL Team 6?
Team 6 came.
Do you want me? Do you guys really need me to fucking spell this out for you?
I mean, come on. Let's skim the top. Okay, look, like let's
skim the top. We'll skim the top.
The miracle whip. Give us the miracle whip.
Okay, here's the main points. They could have shot Kennedy coming up the street towards the Texas School Book Depository, which would have made a whole lot more fucking sense because then he would have had to fucking turn around and he would have been in the same sitting duck position because the wheels or the windows are facing still. So he could have shot him coming on. Why didn't he do that? Right? Why didn't he shoot him coming towards him? And why did he shoot him going away from him? Well, that's because you needed triangulation of fire, which means you needed him to get shot one from here, one from the grassy knoll, and one on a lower building, on a lower floor on one of these two.
Like you got a stroke right now. You had like a weird.
I'm trying to fucking. I'm not used to the fucking weatherman shit pointing around my shoulder and shit. So long story short, Lee Harvey Oswald worked for he was a former Marine. He spent fucking 6 years in Russia or some bullshit, which smells that's glowing fucking CIA to me. I don't know about you boys. That sounds like a fucking fed
We're
boy.
just hanging out in the old.
And then when he comes
Soviet.
back, when Lee Harvey comes back to fucking the United States, he flies. He's out of money in Russia. He has no fucking money. What does the United States do? They pay for his flight back and fly him back in a military plane all the way back to the United States. And then when he goes back to the United States, he goes to New Orleans and starts petitioning for a group called Free Play for Cuba, which was a pro-communist thing. And he was purposefully doing it in fucking a Cuban part of town that was anti-Castro and anti-communist, and it got like an escalation and people started fighting. It was like right before an election, so I don't know, that starts to sound like it's fucking glowing like a motherfucker like a CIA dude. And where did the Free Play for Cuba's, where were their offices? Oh, they were literally on the same street as the CIA FBI headquarters of the South in New Orleans, and it was in the same building as a former CIA guy who was working as a private detective at the time. You're telling me this guy who's a private detective didn't know everything that was going on in the same building he occupied a tenant with some anti-communist or some pro-communist with? Get the fuck out of here. And he worked for the CIA. Okay, so Lee Harvey Oswald's a patsy. Long story short, he was killed by Jack Ruby, who was a nightclub owner, and he should not have been able to get access to the garage that the police had him in. And he fucking walks up, shoots him in the stomach. And then when they ask Jack Ruby, why did you do that? Oh, rewind. Lee Harvey Oswald said, I'm not a patsy. Or sorry, he says, I am a patsy right before he gets shot by Jack Ruby. Jack Ruby shoots him in the fucking gut, and it ends up killing him. And then what happens to Jack Ruby? Oh, when they ask him all the questions, he goes, I didn't want Jackie Kennedy to have to live through the trial. But what really happened is he fucking lost his goddamn mind and died of cancer within a year and a half. And he even thought that the fucking government gave him cancer. And he thought that they fucking also like warped his mind with MK Ultra drugs. So long story short, George H.W. Bush killed him with Ted Cruz's father, and Woody Harrelson's dad was also involved, probably. And they all assassinated John F. Kennedy on November 22nd, 1963. Also, the reason they did it in Texas is because if they got fucking caught, Texas is one of those fucking states where they're not going to extradite a Texas person to fucking Washington. And that's where Johnson was like, if I get caught, I'm going to hold down the fort here and try to wage a coup from Texas. Same reason why fucking Reagan didn't come back when George H.W. Bush didn't come back when Reagan got shot. And they were like, fucking, sir, he's in the hospital. You need to take over as the president. And fucking H.W. was like, no, fuck it. I'm not going to fly to there while the Gipper is fighting for his life and fucking all that shit. And the fucking, and it's because the Bushes fucking assassinate people. That's a fact, or at least they try. And then they try to hide out in Texas because they own Texas. So, Patriot. So fuck
back to the Patriot. Yeah, this is all back. This all starts with the goddamn Patriot Act.
Yeah, and it all leads to our fucking involvement with all this stupid shit with the Saudis and the fucking I mean, because HW was fucking making oil deals with the Saudis back in the 90s and the bin Ladens. We were funding the bin Ladens, who were the Mujahideen at the time, who were fighting Russia and Afghanistan. And we like fucking almost made bin Laden like Times Person of the Year because he was the ending to Rambo 3. There's a title card that says, "To the brave," this film is dedicated to the brave fighters of the Mujahideen.
Yeah.
Which ended up being bin Laden and Al Qaeda.
Yeah. Like, what a big fuck you moment. We arm these dudes, give them everything they have, and then they turn around and go, "Yeah, we don't want you motherfuckers here either." Like, yeah,
Dude,
it's time for you to
a few times.
And we just did it again.
We just did it again.
We just gave them the upgraded shit now.
They said, "Oh yeah," they said, "We're just gonna tell everybody this shit doesn't work." But
yeah,
here's everything. You know,
here's 800 new Hummers, and these
I
guys
just
are
watched
fucking
the. I think it might be on HBO Plus or HBO Max, whatever. But there's a leaving. I think it's called Leaving Afghanistan or something. Like it's about. It just came out. It's like a documentary about the pull out of Afghanistan. I think or leaving Kabul or something like that. But it's really good. I just watched it. But yeah, fuck the Bin Ladens. Never been a Bin Laden guy. Never been a Bush guy.
Bin Laden was on CIA payroll, and
yeah, dude,
at one point. So
yeah, that's wild. I'm glad that we have.
Hey guys, when I kill myself, I'm not going to shoot myself twice. I'm just
I'm not going to shoot myself twice. Who is that guy? I forgot about that. Like who is the guy that shot himself twice in the head?
Well, there's a couple of bungled up CIA killings I could get into.
Hold on. Well, at this point, we've only got I mean, like, so I was telling Stuart today, since I feel like, you know, I'm still kind of getting over this. We'll go maybe like an hour and 15, whatever. But we might as well just roll with this because we haven't even gotten to the one that's Stuart came with a conspiracy today that
it's not even conspiracy, but it's factual that NASA.
Oh well, then don't get us excited.
What, Werner von Braun?
Well, earlier he was like, "Oh, we'll bring this up because
you guys like
a conspiracy."
But NASA did
Operation Paperclip.
NASA.
Well, that's when we brought all the Nazi scientists. Sorry, go ahead.
But they started a panel, and they hired a bunch of team members for this panel to study unclassified UFO sightings. So they're kind of like they're going to start to sift through it and be like, okay, these are the ones that are plausible. These are the ones that are shit. And unfortunately, Tom DeLonge from Blink-182 is not on that team.
So we're not going to get any kind of like any good juice because Tom's got Tom was on that fucking Joe Rogan podcast and he didn't say a bunch of shit either.
Tom DeLonge doesn't know fucking anything. So
yeah,
he watched 8 Aliens and that's about it.
Yeah, Tom DeLonge. I would fight Tom DeLonge.
The only thing Tom DeLonge is worth in relevance to aliens is like maybe like we just put him in a field with a big microphone and he just looks up in the sky like talking to the aliens. And he goes, "Where are you?"
Dude, I want to know how he came back to his own band and made him gayer. I gotta understand.
Your new song sucks so bad.
They are so bad. Like, bring what's his face back from fucking Alkaline Trio. You know, I mean, I've never been a fucking Blink-182 guy anyway. But,
I've never been a fucking Alkaline Trio guy, but
I've never been an Alkaline Trio guy either. I've never understood that. It's like or Anti-Flag. There's another one. But anyway, Tom DeLonge came back from hunting aliens and made Blink-182 worse. So I don't understand it, but yeah, I don't know. Aliens, they're not going to tell us shit. I mean, I know that I do see that nowadays. I saw that like, you know, they're at that point where like they can't deny it anymore. I feel like, you know, we're at that point, like, so they have to just kind of acknowledge that they're real. But like, I don't think
why are aliens so fucky? Like
why is that such a hard thing for us to talk about?
I know, but why are aliens such douchebags that they're like, yeah, we're not going to reveal ourselves until your government officials like say it's okay.
There's no fucking way.
Like, fuck you. I don't need to listen to my damn daddy. Like, what do you fuck? Just if you guys are fucking real, show yourselves, you fucking cowards. Like,
well, maybe they signed a deal with the Bushes and the Bin Ladens. Maybe they were in on this.
Dude. God, and you mentioned Blink-182 sucks. It's like the Kardashian curse just fucking is just plaguing this planet.
Maybe they haven't. Maybe that's why. Maybe they're like, wait,
Dude,
So
Travis Scott's concert, a bunch of people fucking die. Kanye West fucking he's his own fucking story. And now Blink 182 sucks ass, and it just so happens that the drummer's now dating a Kardashian, and you're gonna tell me that's a coincidence?
not even dating, married to a Kardashian.
Now that's a
They
that's
married?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, they're married.
Yeah.
That blows.
So Kardashian curse continues, bro.
And then he almost died, like right after that. Like that's how you know that they got married, and then he got that sickness. He like got really sick. It was in the hospital, but they didn't hear about it.
Chlamydia,
Dude. He was like literally like super fucking sick, and then like 2 days later he's walking around, and it wasn't a story anymore. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? But he's an alien too. So
he got that fresh dose of baby blood, dude. Like the
after the plane crash. They shot him up with a little fucking adrenochrome and fucking some of DJ fucking what was the DJ what was his name? DJ
I always think of South Park with Christopher Reeves and the fucking baby fetuses where he cracks the neck and he like sucks it out.
Dude, I'm watching that show. I was telling Stuart before you got on here, I'm watching that show, The Watcher, right now on
that's
Netflix.
a good one.
Have you watched it?
Yeah, I've watched the first couple episodes, yeah.
So I'm on like
episode like 4 or 5 or something.
So I'm on like I just finished 5 before we got on here, and like but like that's kind of like the premise of this is like this town is like drinking adrenochrome, like that's like part of like but it's like a true that's all this is based on a true story apparently.
That happened like 6 years ago.
Yeah, that happened like not long ago.
Yeah.
So look into it.
It's right around when Hillary Clinton was running for president. Coincidence?
Dude, well, let's not like and let's not forget about that creepy ass ping that Ellen had. Remember that picture of Ellen with the girl that Hillary killed in the backyard? Like
yeah, dude. It's like her and Huma Abbott. It's like her and Huma Abedin just like slitting the throat of like a little girl or something.
Well, it's like a bleeding little baby. Oh, dude, hold on. I gotta see if I can. It's literally on her. It's literally on Ellen's fucking Instagram.
It's like behind her sofa.
What,
it's in her bathroom.
DeGeneres?
It's in her bathroom.
Yeah. Oh my
Hold
god.
on. Yeah, I'm about to look it up while we're doing this. Well, yeah, we can't all be looking for it, but it's like 2 or 3 years ago. I'm actually just gonna Google it because I'm not gonna scroll. Ellen,
what? Painting. Are you talking about Ellen DeGeneres?
Stu
yeah, I'm talking about. Do you know who Ellen DeGeneres is? I mean, like, yeah, Ellen DeGeneres.
Stu is on the record as being an anti-pizza gator.
Here it is, right here. Here it is. What's on here? Here's this photo on Ellen's wall right here. So I mean, just go to Google and type in Ellen photo. I just typed in Ellen DeGeneres painting.
Can you not share it, please?
Don't share it.
You can share it.
Yeah, please share.
Okay, Google what?
Just type in Ellen DeGeneres child painting. And there's a picture of her cutting her mom's hair in her bathroom. And behind it, there's a picture of a girl. It's a child painting, and it's a girl tied to a tree, bleeding. Like, look at this fucking painting. Dude. And why is it in her bathroom?
All right. Jesus Christ.
You don't see it?
No. I'm pulling it up, bud.
That's a fuck. I mean, even if it isn't, what the fuck is, like, why do you have that in your bathroom? That is a creepy fucking painting. So, but but dude, what is this? There's a picture of like the actual painting. If you go,
Stu doesn't want to share the real information.
I'm trying to find this.
He's afraid of attacking Hill Dog.
Right there. Go up.
I don't blame him.
Up. Right there. See it right there? See that?
Oh yeah.
Right there. That's a girl tied to a tree. Look.
What the fuck?
What is that? It says R.I.P. What the fuck is that? That's a girl with a bloody face. That's a girl with her arms tied down. And look at the feet. You could see her little feet.
What's with the like the court, like the scale?
I don't
because that was justice. Because it was justice.
Yeah, the swift justice, baby.
Dude, look at that shit. So morbid.
Like, why is that hanging in her bathroom?
And that little girl,
and everybody was shocked that she was a fucking bitch.
Yeah, dude.
Like everybody was just as fucking like, oh, I thought the lady who had the fucking kid drawing of a fucking getting stabbed in the face was totally chill, and she gave me.
Dude, tell me that is not just like so. Like, here's the thing. Like, even if you proved because like there's the artist that did that. So my buddy that I used to work with, in security with, I'm not going to name drop people. We found like there's an artist who like we found the artist that made the painting.
Yeah.
That's his style of painting. Like he paints morbid fucking paintings, but it's just like, why do you have that hanging in your bathroom? You know what I'm saying? Like, what a weird fucking
What are you getting
thing.
out of that painting?
Dude,
know what
nasty
I mean?
neck face paintings are more charming than that.
Yeah, dude.
Ugh.
Like straight up. Like I'd rather watch Ellen DeGeneres fucking like Rusty scissor her wife. You know what I'm saying? Like then fucking
I'd pay for that, dude.
I wouldn't.
Dude, the fucking Satanist cabal that is just eating baby blood. If they're real, you guys need to stop. Cut it out, okay? It's not fucking cool. You need to not do it. But if it doesn't exist, but if it doesn't exist, then I never believed in the first place, and you're fucking crazy. So, covering all my bases, boys. But research Comet Ping Pong because I think that place might be legit have a basement. No matter what Stu says, I think that place did have a basement.
What?
That was a joke, guys. Fucking laugh.
Yeah,
please.
I was waiting to see how he was gonna read. I was just waiting to see how he was gonna read. I mean, hey, I'm in on all of that. I'm fucking
Hillary
strapped in, baby.
Hillary did kill Seth Rich. We'll leave it at that.
Hillary killed the girl in that painting. I'm telling you. Like once we get off here, look into that painting a little more. I mean, you don't have to, but I'm just saying if you want to fucking deep dive into something, look into that shit because it's
look it up Abramovich and spirit cooking and all that bullshit they're fucking into. Weird shit. They were doing some Moloch fucking worship. God, Moloch gets a lot of shout outs on this fucking podcast.
I was gonna say, I mean, at this point, we're like, if we showed up to Bohemian Grove, they've got to know us,
Oh yeah,
they're probably like, they probably have like a little bell anytime somebody talk, like anytime that the word pops up on a YouTube, they get notified.
I'll be sure to add it to our tags.
Yeah, Moloch. You got to make sure you spell it right though.
Yeah, dude.
Sure.
I mean, we don't want to be worshiping like the wrong guy.
Yeah, the wrong peg. We need pagan gods. We gotta be nailing those on the head. We can't be making slip ups. We can be making off the cuff marks about Jews or anything, but if we
there's a surefire sign of not getting accepted. It's fucking up a god's name. So it's like, yeah, especially the spelling. So let's make sure we get spelling correct. Well, I mean, so what else? Is there anything else we want to chitty chat? I mean, fuck. This is just this episode's probably getting pulled.
Yeah, this episode we got into COVID. We didn't even meet. I mean, I guess I should have known.
Hey, well, we do believe in COVID because I caught real COVID.
So. That's what you really.
You are proof.
Yeah,
we didn't believe until now.
Nobody. We were all. Straight,
Nick, you're wearing all fucking long sleeves because your ass probably got the fucking monkeypox. You fucking liar!
Dude,
show me, dude. You probably got the monkeypox, bro.
No, dude. I might itch as I'm itching my ass. You know what I'm saying? I've been scratching my back. I've been sitting here scratching this whole fucking time. I've been digging at my head.
You got you got everything covered, bro. You're fucking monkeypox, dude.
Dude, it's all good. I don't even know what. So did monkeypox go away already? I feel like I don't even hear about monkeypox anymore. That shit wasn't real.
I think it regardless of what is up with monkeypox, they need to change the fucking name. Like what? Like how's that just? It's
2022.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna get some real bad shit going online by calling something monkeypox.
You get some really bad PR.
Yeah.
Well, before we do get out of here, I do want to talk about. Did either one of you watch the UFC fights this weekend? Like, did any one of you watch anything?
I watched the highlights.
I did see Twitter shit a brick over it though.
I just went because, dude, I got my buddy Robbie out there, and I always tell him we're going to talk about more UFC just because and MMA because Pepper's a UFC and MMA guy, so. But he's not here, obviously. Our front office is not here. He is on a work trip, so. So it's just going to be, but we'll at least touch on it. I watched it obviously because I had COVID. Well, I was going to watch it either way, but I hadn't. What a week. What a good time to have COVID. You wake up on a Saturday and at 9 o'clock in the morning, you got fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Jesus.
Live from Abu Dhabi. You got to love that fucking
and you got a 3 o'clock Blues game. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, everything was good. And then I think I don't know if the Cavs played, but Dude, I don't know. Biggest card of the year. Sugar Sean O'Malley, dude, beating fucking
Piotr.
Peter Yan, who he did not beat Peter Yan. I don't know how you get fucking taken down 6 times and held there like that, and then you win a fight, but whatever.
They said he only the 2 judges that said he won. They said he only lost round 2. They said he won round 1 and round 3. So, what do you think about that? Do you think there's any argument that?
So round 1
won either of those rounds.
So round 1 is definitely the one in question. I mean, like, but I think he lost it. He outstruck him, but I mean, like, don't get me wrong, he definitely looked better on the feet. But there was a point.
Does he look like he has like knockout power against those top elite guys, or is he just really tagging them with jabs?
So it's kind of like the McGregor thing. I don't think McGregor ever had killer like power. I think he had the timing and the precision, like he always said. He hit you in the right place in the right time. You know, like when you're moving, he'll hit you on the jaw, or like he just hit you cleanly. Like he puts shots, he hits you with shit to put you down. It's just in the right spot. And I think that's what O'Malley does. But there was a point in the fight where he drops Peter Yan for the first time, and everybody's like, oh fuck. But then he stands back up and like shifts feet and throws a haymaker, and he drops O'Malley. I mean, he like doesn't drop him all the way, but he dropped him down to his hands. Like, I mean, he just like hold himself up, and you're like, oh fuck, like this guy, like the power is so different. But I definitely think he lost that fight.
What color was Sean's hair on fight night?
It was like red or something.
Okay.
But it was all braided up. But the fight that to me, well, obviously the main event was a big one, but the fight that I was most excited about on this card, even more than this O'Malley Yan fight, was Aljo and TJ. I was so excited about that. TJ fucking Dillashaw's shoulder pops out like 2 seconds into the fight, and everyone knows it. Everyone sees he's trying to pop it out. He's telling the referee, like, obviously. Okay. So it pops out all throughout. He gets finished in the second round. You find out that at the end that his shoulder pops out the entire fight. They keep popping it back in. It keeps. He tore his fucking shoulder in April and didn't think that he would ever like get the title shot again because of like, so instead of telling anybody, he just didn't train or do anything for all this time. Basically, he was in none of the embedded videos. Before coming out, there was no warm-ups. He didn't hit pads. He didn't do anything because he couldn't throw anything, because as soon as he threw his hand or his arm or anything, or he blocked anything, his shoulder popped out. He tells the fucking ref before the fight, like, don't stop it if it pops out in the middle of the round. Let me get to the my corner, will get it back in. But he goes out. So he basically went out there and fought one-handed, which is cool, I guess. But like, you pulled this months and months ago. So he basically just bullshitted his way through this, and then just got his ass beat.
Dude, that's so fucking lame. And also, like, you hurt your arm and you're fucking like ruining your, like, I can't imagine that he's ever going to be able to lift his arm after like fighting an MMA fighter and like going around with him and just get like with a torn fucking shoulder.
Why was this allowed to happen?
That's the thing. Like, how do you tell somebody in the back, like, this is what I've got? I mean, I guess at that point, just it is what it is. But you got to think that, I mean, somebody had to lie to the commissioner.
I wish I would have fucking known about that. Like, if there was like an insider or something, I would have just bet the fucking house on Sterling, dude. Like, yeah, I mean,
me too.
Not that I thought Sterling was going to win. I bet he was probably a pretty decent favorite in this fight, I imagine. But
I actually don't know. But I would imagine too that he was at least the favorite. But I don't know. But yeah, it was just kind of retarded, because it was like, what the fuck is this? Like, you've known for all this time. You literally fought one arm, like one arm, and got your ass beat. Like, it was so bad, because Sterling then wrestled him, and then like he knew basically. So he was like, yeah, I talked shit all the way up through the fight, hoping that, because TJ is like a collegiate wrestler. Like, he's a damn good wrestler. So him and fucking Aljo, like, the wrestling is kind of like a, they would have been a good thing to watch. But he was trying to keep it standing, because he knew that the moment it went to the ground, like, he can't do anything. So like, it was just a waste of fucking time. So that kind of was a big letdown. And then Charles Oliveira got fucking destroyed. So
that was I think that guy's gonna probably retire as champion.
I think so. Well, and I think we're gonna see. I think Islam's gonna fight Conor next. I think that's the fight
just for like a big money fight.
Well, that's the Islam was part of that brawl back in the day. When after
Oh,
the
I
Khabib
forgot about
fight,
that. Yeah, you're
after the
right.
big Khabib fight, him and Islam was like right there in the thick of all that. So it would be a big fight, and I think that it's just a big. It
That'd be
just kind of
sick.
puts you
That'd be
out
an
there.
awesome fight. Yeah.
It'd be a good fight. I mean, he beats Connor probably more than likely, but
Oh
it'd
yeah, I
be.
would think so.
We'll see what happens.
Oh
So.
well, yeah, you're the big Connor stan, so I don't
Yeah,
think
well, I mean, hey,
I don't think Connor has a chance against the champion when he hasn't been fighting well.
I just don't think he's hungry anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not as big of a Connor guy as I used to be. I mean, I'm still a big fan. I mean, the guy still changed the game, and his run was one of the most exciting times in MMA ever.
Oh,
I mean, like
absolutely.
I'll never forget.
I'll never forget watching him knock out Jose Aldo in fucking 7 seconds or whatever it was with you,
Dude,
11 seconds with you. I remember fucking shout out Nino. He was like, we paid all that money for fucking 8 seconds of fight.
Yeah,
he was like
dude.
pissed. I was like, dude, you just witnessed history. What are you talking about?
Straight up history. And like,
Yeah.
that was shout out to Nino. Nino tried to come over on Saturday. He called me Friday night and he's like, yo, bro, he's like, no fucking way are we missing these fights tomorrow. I'm like, dude, I am dying of COVID.
I love that guy.
He goes, I don't fucking care. He goes, I'll get COVID. He's like, fuck the COVID. He goes, I'm coming over, dog. He goes, if you're not in bed, I'm coming over. I'm like, you are not coming over. Like we are literally, Shan and I are dying, right? Are literally just like, I mean, we're like sweating. We look like we haven't seen the light of day in like 3 days. Like, you're not coming over. But he was like, if I would have said yes, Nina would have been here.
I just love the visual representation of like you and Shannon just laying in a bed, like near death's door, and Nino's just sitting in a chair, like a fold-up chair, watching the fights with you.
Just fucking louder as shit.
Like holding your hand, just fucking
just being louder than a motherfucker. He's like, yeah, dude, when you die, I'll take care of Shan. That's what he always tells me. He goes, Nick, Nick, if you die, he goes, she's in good hands. That's what he always tells me. And I'm like, yeah, dude.
That's the best line you could ever give somebody, dude. He's a fucking character.
Yeah, I'll take care of her.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
Looking at 281.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the big one? I mean, the Dustin Poirier and Michael Chandler will be pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah, so that'll be a good one. But the bigger disappointment is everybody, we've all been waiting for John Jones to go to fucking heavyweight for like 2 decades now. and everyone thought that was going to, he's like, oh, I'm ready to fight December 10th. Like, I'm ready to fight the last pay-per-view, blah, blah, blah. And then today, now we're getting fucking that Yuri versus what's his face rematch, Glover Teixeira. So we're not even like, and like, obviously that's a weight class down, but like, you just got to assume that John Jones is going to be headlining when he comes back.
Is Glover getting another shot at the belt?
Yeah. So Yuri's giving him another shot, which like, it's just so like, it's a cool fight. It was an awesome fight. Like it's just so it's like just not a way to end the year.
Can he fucking retire on top if he fucking wins, please, this time?
I would hope so. Let me look at 281 with you, Stuart, because I'm actually kind of trying to remember who's all on that card.
Well, Yuri and Glover, yeah, that's kind of underwhelming, but at least you get, I mean, Patty and Jared Gordon.
I love watching Glover. I love watching Glover fight, dude.
I love Jared. I love him too. He is great, and I still to this day hate that when he fought John Jones. I mean, John Jones is so good that he did this, but when they were in the clinch, and John Jones, when they went to pull away, I'll never forget when John Jones clamped down on Glover's arm and ripped it out. So when he pulled out of the thing, he tore his fucking arm out, and also fought the 5 rounds with one arm. Right. Where's UFC 281? Here we go. Oh yeah, Adesanya Pereira. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be really good.
How did Pereira get that fight so quick?
Because he beat him in. He knocked out the last time they fought in kickboxing, and he put him out. He put him to sleep. He put Izzy to sleep. Like knocked out, staring at like out cold, like not just like a little knockout, knocked him out.
That would be like a fucking cool ass fucking fight then, because like,
it's gonna be a good fight.
There's a psychological element when you know that somebody. I mean, I know it's been a while and it's in a different sport technically, but like to get knocked out in kickboxing is pretty similar to, or what was it kickboxing or was it?
Kickboxing.
Okay, because he's got 7 MMA fights under his belt. He's 35.
Yeah,
he's had 7 MMA
Yeah.
Bouts.
This is going to be good. Like this is really good because I think that this is going to be a standing fight, and I think this will be a kickboxing fight.
Just striking.
So, yeah, that's what I think. I don't think Izzy is nothing special on the ground, and this obviously Alex Pereira is not going to be going to the ground, but they've both got a ground game. I think Pereira maybe has like a little bit of I don't know much, but I think they're going to just stand and bang. But basically, the reason he got fast tracked is because of the storyline of just like the last guy to even put pause on him, and I mean he put him out, so that'll be good. And the rest of this card, yeah, it's not bad. Chandler, Carlos Esparza is probably going to get donkey punched by Zhang Wei Ri.
Dude, I haven't heard that phrase in so long. Did you guys ever see the movie Donkey Punch?
No,
I didn't know that there was
dude,
a film.
Put that at the top of the queue.
That was shown to me in college. It's a guy on a boat who donkey punches a girl and ends up killing her, and the whole movie is him covering it up and like everybody. It's like an awful movie. It's called Donkey Punch. It's like shot like the Sharknado kind of movies where it is like what, like but
yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that.
It's like Jawbreaker. Jeez.
Dude, it's a funny movie.
Damn, Izzy's
Donkey
only
Punch.
a -165 favorite. Yeah, this one would be all right. Dustin Poirier, Chandler again. I think Poirier wins that one. Frankie Edgar's retirement fight. Dan Hooker, Jesus Christ, please win a fight.
You think the hot sauce salesman's gonna win that fight that easily?
Who? Oh,
Poirier?
Dustin. Yeah, I think so.
The hot sauce
I
salesman?
love Michael Chandler, but
I love Dustin. I just think that Chandler has the ability to punch and wrestle with the best of them in that division. So
yeah, oh yeah, he's just one of those guys that goes in there and gets into these firefights and doesn't care when he gets knocked out. Like Dustin quit doing that and he gets into firefights, but he's the guy that like he can box now. So like,
I mean, if he could have just not gotten hit by Oliveira that one time, I think he would have won that fight. Like been smarter and backed out.
Yeah,
he won that first round easily, and that was
easy.
And everybody was like, "Oh shit, Oliveira's about to get wrecked in the second round," and the rest is history. But
we got Molly Meatball McCann on here too. The fucking Patty the Baddie best friend. That chick that's always with him. That'll be good.
Is she undefeated in UFC or what's her deal?
I don't know if she's undefeated, but I know her last two fights she's got spinning back fist knockouts with or spinning back elbow knockouts. So she's a fucking savage, dude. I enjoy her. But this past one was good. This last weekend was good. Hopefully this next one is a little better as far as just less bullshit. So
anything new with Dana lately?
No, I don't think
he's
so. Well, he bought slap fighting. He bought that slap fighting. He has like a slap league.
Oh,
he also signed Hezbollah.
Yeah, he did sign Hezbollah to fucking the UFC.
Hezbollah says he's gonna fight, which
I saw that.
I don't believe, but that'd be fucking unreal.
Dude, him and McGregor, they got to do it. They got to do it. They're beefing anyway.
I would never. If the UFC starts doing gimmick fights with Hezbollah, that's really going to be bad for their brand. I think.
Yeah, I don't think.
But I would love to see Hezbollah fight anything. It doesn't even have to be a person. You could like put like a large house cat versus Hezbollah, and I'd pay.
Dude, him versus like a praying mantis. You know what I'm saying? Like Hezbollah versus a house fly or a horse fly. Something that stings.
A dozen puppies.
Is there real money in these like slap fights? Like is novelty fighting like is that a big thing now?
Dude, I guess watching people get bitch smacked is tight, but I'd never been into it.
Well, I would have liked celebrity death or celebrity fights, celebrity boxing, like back in the day. We were talking about that.
Danny Bonaducci versus
Danny Bonaducci.
Screech.
Dude, what was the one that fucking blew my mind was like in 2015, Mitt Romney fought like I can't remember he's George Foreman or fucking somebody like that.
Oh yeah.
Mitt?
You know what? Mitt Romney was swinging.
No, he wasn't, dude. He was like slapping him like a little, like it looked like lack of language, a tard fight. Where
it was a Vander Holyfield.
Vander Holyfield, yeah, dude.
The fact
he's fighting a dude with one ear and he's just slapping his ass.
I'm crossing lines. I'm trying to throw a little bit of respect to a Republican here. He stepped in the ring with a Vander Holyfield. Did he wear a helmet? Yes.
No need. Mitt Romney is fucking scumbag, dude.
He's a scumbag. But would you set foot in a ring with Evander Holyfield?
Get the mitt out of
If I
my
knew it was
face.
for he had headgear. They both had headgear on, and
Doesn't matter. It's still gonna suck.
He didn't get punched once. You think
I'd beat Evander Holyfield's ass today.
You think Evander Holyfield was going to give him a left cross or anything like that? Watch the video. If you haven't seen it, if you've only heard about the fight, there's no highlights. Brother.
Highlights.
There's nothing.
I said there ain't no highlights, brother.
Dude. He runs towards each other, and they slap each other for like 5 minutes, and they call it a fight. And Mitt Romney makes some fucking terrible joke after the end of it.
There ain't no highlights, brother.
Fucking nothing.
He said, "Listen here, fucko." He said, "You ain't gonna fool me." He goes, "There are no highlights."
None, dude. I was hoping for Evander Holyfield to throw him a right cross.
Listen,
you think
brother.
I wouldn't? I would have been.
Nobody wanted bloodshed more than I. He goes, but there was none.
None.
We didn't get it. Yeah,
Dude,
that's good shit. Well, I didn't know that. I'll have to watch that. I'm gonna have to watch Mitt. That is actually link me to that. When we get off here, somebody send me Mitt Romney fighting fucking.
It's gonna be a waste of time. I tell you, it's bad.
It's funny. It's amusing.
Well,
maybe we can mash it up with some music and throw it up on the fucking page. Maybe that's what we need.
Make it look hardcore. I'll put some like puddle of mud behind it. You know?
Or a little Limp Bizkit break some stuff.
Break some stuff, baby.
It's just one of those days. Give me some Mitt Romney with that, dude.
Yeah, I honestly think we could have cured. The war on terrorism would have been 2 decades shorter if we just would have sent some Limp Bizkit tapes over.
Yeah, because they all would have fucking killed themselves.
Dude, they would have. We would have all been one. We all would have put on fucking Jinko jeans. We all would have fucking.
We would have all just.
Dude, we all would have fucking rebelled against. I don't know.
We would have raged against the machine.
We just airdropped thousands of copies of chocolate starfish and hot dog flavored water.
Dude, war won.
So
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
What 2 weeks?
It'd have been a 2-week war. But all right. Well, on that note, we're obviously running out of shit to talk about. This has been a weird. So next week we'll be back in full strength. Our gifted front office had a little work trip this weekend and thought he could take a week off.
Work trips, COVID. The fact that we're here is a fucking.
Yeah, you're lucky we're here. So we got a little conspiracy heavy on this one. So thank you for anybody that listens to this.
Please don't tell your local government about this.
Yeah, say don't
be a fucking rat, dude.
We all
write
vote.
Your senator.
We all vote. Okay, like we all. No matter how big we talk on that day, we all wear a sticker that day. So we're doing our American part. We are not communists to the full effect.
Our ballots are different colors, but
yeah, but we're all friends here.
Good.
So make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell. Make sure you're watching our shit. We'll get you out some stuff. Get you some videos tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. YouTube, everywhere else. Fucking where are we? Amazon.
Porn
fucking.
Amazon, Amazon, Stitcher,
XNXX, fucking
Spotify.
You look us up on X Hamster, baby. Please look us up on the Hammy.
Dude, you might catch some cookies, but in spamware, but it's all good.
Oh fuck! On that note, all right, guys, we'll see you guys next week. Love you. Kisses. Pornhub.
You can cut that feed, baby.